but it's really a lot more local than you think, and we need to stop overlooking that problem.
My name is Phynix, and I work at an animal shelter, and that's how I'm credible. Tori has several pets of her own, as does Taylor. Today we will be talking about the issues involving animal shelters and why they become overcrowded. We will discuss the problems that occur inside an animal shelter, we will discuss why they occur, and we will give you some basic solutions as to how to solve these problems. So first, we'll have her start with the problem.
Hi, I'm Taylor, and I'm going to tell you why the overcrowding of animal shelters is a problem and why it can't continue to be overlooked. The problem is that shelters in both rural and urban areas are becoming overcrowded and can't provide for each new animal that is being surrendered to them because they only have so much money, space, and help. According to an article by the ASPCA, about 6.5 million animals are surrendered to shelters each year. And the most common reason is referred to as pet problems. These are problematic behaviors or aggressive behaviors that grew larger than expected, or health problems that the owners can't handle. And owners who rush into the purchase or adoption of a dog without serious thought are usually blindsided by these behavioral issues. Many of these behavioral issues, like barking or chasing or a little bit of aggression, is manageable, but they aren't quick fixes, and the owners get overwhelmed and then quickly go back and try to send the animals away back to shelters. And if an animal shelter is lucky enough to be adopted, there is an unfortunate number of cases where they're sent back for like some of the original reasons. Potential owners who go to a shelter and fall in love and don't pay attention to warnings like behavioral issues or health conditions or the severity of them. New owners adopting shelter animal with behavioral issues usually struggle because they often lack resources or support systems to cope with, manage, and help with their new family member. There's been a decrease in the number of animals surrendered yearly of over 1 million, and rates of adoption and reunion of strays with owners have risen, but there's still overcrowding in shelters. Just like the owners who rescue them, shelters, despite their efforts, aren't always able to give each animal or each breed the unique care that they need. Limited kennel and exercise space, and many animals who have various reasons for safety and security, it's almost impossible for shelter staff to give the attention, exercise, and mental stimulation that the animals need to be happy and healthy. And donations for shelters are always exceptionally helpful, but even if the facility can afford to stay open, they can't always take as many animals as they would like, because they can only manage so much. So I told you the problem, and I'm going to pass on to Tori to tell you the cause.
Thanks, Taylor, for telling us a little bit more about why that's a problem. I'm going to tell you about one of the biggest underlying causes of animals being surrendered to shelters causing overcrowding, and that cause is a lack of preparedness in owners. And the first way in which an owner can be majorly unprepared for an animal is that it's a lifetime commitment of all money, time, and emotion. So in the case of money, the American Veterinary Medicine Association in 2012, in their source book, published that the rough annual veterinary bill for a home containing two dogs was $378. Now, take into consideration most dogs live between 8 to 15 years. So let's go with an average age of 10 years. For those dogs, in 10 years, that's a $4,000 commitment that an owner is taking on when they bring those animals into their lives. And there are other costs associated with veterinary medicine that are one-time things. Spaying and neutering, which are extremely important to keep shelters from becoming even more overcrowded, can cost anywhere from $200 to $400 depending on the veterinary facility.